Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another YouTube video. And today, as you can see, I have got out all of my running shoes and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a talk through of all the shoes I've got, a few opinions on them, what I like, what I don't like, what I regret buying, what I would buy again in a heartbeat, and just talk you through what the shoes are to me and any sort of memories associated with them. So I thought it'd be a little bit of something different, and as you can probably tell, running shoes is something I'm quite passionate about. And I think if I wasn't, then this would be quite painful in terms of my bank account. But yeah, I think the money I've spent on these shoes is definitely worth it for the enjoyment they've given me and will continue to give me in the future. So I've split them up into categories. We've got trail shoes, then sort of like easy everyday shoes, tempo shoes and race shoes. And I'm just gonna go through each category and sort of, yeah, talk you through them. I'm not really affiliated or associated with any specific brand. I used to work for Running Bear. They're a great shoe supplier, running company. So some of these shoes I've been gifted, but the majority I've bought with my own money. And obviously there's no sort of reason for me to say anything about any of these shoes. So yeah, let's run through some of the shoes. Okay, so the first category of shoes is trail shoes. So trail running is something that I don't tend to do a lot of, if I'm honest. Thought I'd just knock some of the shoes off. Yeah, so I don't do loads of trail running, so I don't have many trail shoes. I've got 4 pairs and one of those is like a bit of like a gravel shoe, a hybrid shoe. And yeah, so I've got the New Balance Hierro V9s, the Ultra Glide, Salomon Ultra Glide version 3s, and then the Salomon, I don't know what these are actually called. These are the Pulsar Trail Pro 2s, that's right. And these have got a plating. So these ones, I did one of my only ever cross-country races in, and yeah, I didn't love them, to be honest. They are very stiff, and they have a really weird like sock fit, which for me just didn't work. So it's like all sort of connected and linked together. Don't think it's a great looking shoe. So there, it's got the Energy Blade in. Colorway I think was limited at the time, so that was sort of my only choice. But yeah, and as you can tell from how clean they are, they've not been worn or used. But anyway, they're in the collection, and who knows, maybe one day I will come back to them. But yeah, other than that, we've got the Ultra Glide 3s, really nice, soft and cushioned shoe. I did Endure 24 in those, and I also did Endure 24 in the Hierros. If I was gonna keep one of these 3 trail shoes, it would be the Hierros. I'm a New Balance fan, I like New Balance. The fresh foam in here is nice and soft as well, which is always a bonus. And then the final sort of trail-ish shoe that I've got is the Salomon Aero Glide 4 Gravel. So these only released 2-3 weeks ago, maybe a little bit more actually. But yeah, got my hands on a pair of these really early and did a 4-hour like team race in these, which me and my team ended up winning actually, which was quite cool. And I ran in these because it was like a lot of mixed terrain stuff. And I have given them a clean, but they're still quite filthy. But luckily the sort of brown colorway lets you get away with sort of not showing the dirt off too much. But yeah, great shoe, really nice underfoot, really underrated shoe as well for if you were running like canal towpaths, that sort of thing. Great option. Even just for roads, to be fair, really, really nice option. And that is pretty much all of the trail shoes that I've got. Okay, on to daily wear shoes. And I do have quite a lot of these. I mean, obviously it makes sense to have a lot of these because this is what I'm doing most of my miles in, but it might be a little bit over the top. But I'm gonna start at the beginning of my sort of running journey. So my first pair of proper running shoes were the Asics Nova Blast 3, and I absolutely love them. And I still feel a huge affinity towards these shoes. They are, they're just a great shoe. They got me through my first ever 10K, which was Preston 10K, and they just got me into running. They made running feel so easy, so enjoyable, and I don't think I've ever had a single complaint about these. They've done so many miles, and they are Oh, there goes one. They are absolutely done for. In fairness, they don't actually look too bad, but yeah, the grip's gone. And when you step in them, they just do feel solid. That foam is compressed, but yeah, I love them. I even love the look of them, which is one thing with the new Nova Blast that I don't like, which is part of the reason I don't have a pair, because I just don't love the look of them. But yeah, great shoe, absolutely love them. After these, I tried a pair of Hoka Clifton 9s, which I don't have. I think I binned them. I could not get on with those shoes at all. I just hated them. And I've never worn a pair of Hokas since. So nothing against Hokas. I just don't think the Clifton 9 was for me. But having said that, I do know that at the time, I was wearing the complete wrong shoe size. Like, these are a 9.5, and the running shoes I wear now are size 11. I didn't know what shoe size I was, basically, which is on me. It's, you know, that's sort of something that I had to learn. But yeah, so love these shoes, and if I could get a fresh pair of Nova Blast 3s, I would buy them in a heartbeat, but can't find them anywhere. Okay, moving on to a few more. I'll try and speed through a few of these. So, New Balance 880s, solid daily shoe. I still go back to these from time to time and give them a run out. Amazing shoe. They've served me really well. Such an easy grab shoe as well. If I'm just doing like 6-7 miles one day, that's just great to grab up and take out. Absolutely love them. These are the previous version. I can't remember the number, but the previous version to what we're up to now. And yeah, I would get them again. I'd get the new ones. I love New Balance, probably my favorite running shoe brand, with maybe Asics, maybe Adidas as well. But yeah, great shoe. Slightly newer pickup, we've got the Brooks Glycerin Max 2. Really good shoe, really good shoe. They're quite aggressive, like for an easy run max cushion shoe, they really push you onto your toes and want to get you running fast. But yeah, love them, they're great. When I did my 4-hour sort of like team race, I wore the Aeroglides, as I mentioned. I also wore these on the last lap because my legs were a little bit cooked and I just wanted something soft and cushioned. So they got me round the last lap there when I was sort of hanging on for dear life. So yeah, good shoe. Then we've got the On Cloud Eclipse. I think of all the On shoes, daily On shoes, so not plated or anything, these are the most comfortable, I think. I don't know if it is Helion or if they have a different compound of foam, but it feels the softest. Where are they now? On Cloud Monsters, they have got some Piba foam in the front, but they feel so much firmer than these do. And the On Cloud Runners as well. So yeah, really comfortable shoe. They do have a speed board in, but they're not super aggressive. They're quite a nice shoe. I don't really reach for them for daily miles, to be honest. They're a cool looking shoe as well, so I sort of wear them day to day, maybe in the gym sometimes. But yeah, all in all, they're a nice On shoe. On is a brand that I like, but the shoes can be a little bit hit and miss for me sometimes. Okay, we're on to sort of the holy grail of daily shoes for me, which is the New Balance 1080 V14s. I think it's V14s anyway. Yeah, I absolutely love these. They are the best combination between like a soft running shoe and not too soft, if that makes sense. I didn't explain that well at all, but basically they have for me the perfect level of cushioning. That's what I was trying to say. They're just so comfortable. They're such an easy grab as well. And like, they look so cool as well. I am not a fan of the look of the new ones. And because I don't like how they looked, I kind of dismissed them straight away. So I haven't got a pair and I haven't really tried a pair on. I tried them on and went on the treadmill for about 10 seconds and sort of went, yeah, no, I don't want them. I will try them again, but I'm sort of holding out for some better colorways because they're like dark blue with like the sort of rainbowy colors around the sort of midsole here. Wasn't for me. I know they've just released is it called the Eclipse or Ellipse? I'm quite interested in those because I've seen a few people say they're sort of between a 1080 and an 880, so that'd be quite cool to try. But yeah, I will get my hands on a new pair of 1080s as well. But these are just the best shoe, and that is why I've got these, which are my absolute beaters. I just wear them whenever, wherever. And then I've got this fresh pair, which have not been touched. They've been in the box for a few months, and these are going away with me for when I relocate, and they're gonna be my fresh pair, which I start wearing out there. So I can't wait to get my foot in there because I love these shoes so much. And that fresh pair feeling, oh, it's gonna be so good. Anyway, onwards. I'll speed through these ones. On Cloud runners, a little bit of support in them. Not for me for running, a little bit squeaky, not that cushioned. I just wear them day to day. And then we've got the Glycerin, Brooks Glycerin 23. I was surprised by these. I really enjoy wearing them. They are soft, comfortable, cushioned, softer than the Glycerin Max, 100% softer. Which is surprising. You expect Max in the name, Max cushion, but no, these are softer. These are really good. If I have got sore legs and I just want to protect my legs, I'll reach for these. And then we've got the Superblast 3s. Only came out yesterday. Haven't really got to wear loads of them. Haven't got to wear them loads yet, but they're really nice. Light, snappy, softer than the Superblast 2s. And I think they look really cool, really cool. And yeah, you can just feel that FF Elite foam. It's great, it's really nice. So loving these so far and can't wait to really get a few miles into them. On the same note, Superblast 2s, 2 pairs of them. I love them, great shoe. I did my marathon block last year pretty much solely in these for long runs. These I got in a size 10. I got another pair in a size 11, the 10s. I don't know whether my feet have sort of grown or changed or what, but either way, they were starting to feel tight, so I got a pair of 11s. And yeah, absolutely love them. Great shoe, really cool looking shoe. Prefer the upper on these to the Superblast 3. If you are interested in the Superblast 3, I've got a full review of those on my channel as well, so go check that out. But yeah, great shoes. All right, this next one, underrated shoe. Brooks Launch 11. They are not the best looking shoe. They are understated, but they're really good. They're really good. They're marketed as like a lightweight sort of tempo shoe. I don't really wear them for that sort of thing, but honestly, they're great. Like, they're so comfy. When I was first looking at getting like another pair of, I wanted like a low stack pair of shoes. I was between these and the 880s before I'd got the 880s, and I picked these. They were just more comfortable. Honestly, I love these, and they're so cheap as well. Like, I think I picked mine up for like £90, which is like brilliant. So highly recommend these. They are understated and a bargain for what they are, to be honest. So definitely look into the Launch 11. Okay, that brings us to the end of, I would say, sort of daily shoes. Obviously, I know we got towards a few sort of slightly faster shoes with the Superblast there, but next we will move on to tempo shoes. Okay, so we're on to tempo shoes. So we will start with one of the most fun pairs of shoes, if not the most fun pair of shoes I've ever ran in, which is the Rad UFO. So I was kindly gifted these shoes by Running Bear and Rad. And honestly, I got them as they came out, just before they came out. I didn't know what to expect. So Rad as a company are like a gym-based company. They make a lot of gym shoes. They're very big in that side of things, but they aren't known in the running space, or they weren't known in the running space. So I didn't know what to expect from the UFO. I'd seen pictures of it and I thought, okay, it looks pretty out there, pretty wacky, very Marmite, either love it or you hate it. I didn't know what I thought of the look of the shoe, so I didn't know what I was going to expect from the feel of it. But honestly, you put this shoe on, oh my goodness, you just bounce along. They are so comfortable, so responsive. There's no plate or anything in these. They are marketed again at like a faster pace shoe. I don't get on with them for the faster paces because I feel like I sort of sink into them a little bit too much, but they're just great to run in. And the look of them has grown on me as well, like that hot pink and the sort of like balloon-like look of them. I just think it's great. Yeah, great shoe. Can't say enough good things about the Rad UFO, and I'm excited to see what Rad do next. I know they've got a few other shoes coming out, so I'm very, very excited to get my hands on a few pairs and try them. On to the Evo SL, the cult classic. Everyone who is into running in 2025, 2026 knows about the Evo SL. Half of you have probably got a pair of Evo SLs. They're an affordable shoe. They've got full Light Strike Pro, which is the race foam, and they're just a cool shoe. They've become like a fashion shoe and everything, but other than that, they're just a really good running shoe. Really exciting to run in, a lot of fun, and yeah, just great. So when they first came out, this was the only color I could get hold of, and as you can see, they are filthy. I've worn them very well. One thing I will say about these, they're not the most stable in my mind. They're not, if I'm ever going to overpronate, it's going to probably be in these. So that is one thing to be a little bit aware of, but I absolutely love them. I can't say enough good things about them. And that is why I've got 2 pairs. So I've got those ones and then another 99% fresh pair in black, which again, I will save for the future. Okay, onwards. I'll come around here. We've got the On Cloudmonster Hyper. It's not a shoe I love, to be honest. I think a bad start is that I don't like how it looks. So it's got these like different colors. It's got some pink, red, like lilac, green on the bottom, white and black. Yeah, I don't love the shoe. The Piba foam at the front is meant to be soft and responsive. I don't get any sort of responsiveness out of it, to be honest. I really don't. They're fine. They're a sort of a firmer shoe, and I don't mind a firm shoe, but they don't do anything for me. And that Helion at the back is really, really firm. So yeah, you might sort of see On and sort of think about like the Cloud Tech and everything. They're not super soft. They're really not. So just be aware of that if you're looking at On shoes. Yeah, they're not a shoe that I really reach for, to be honest. One positive for them, I will say, is the laces. They've got like grippy bits on one side. So good. I should say shoes should either have these laces or sawtooth laces, which are on the other On shoe. Here we go, I might as well do these now. These are the On Cloud Boom Max. Now, yeah, these have the sawtooth laces, which are really, really good as well. So On are definitely doing their laces right. These I really like. They got a lot of sort of bad reviews online, and I disagree with them, to be honest. I think these are a really good shoe, super stable, plated, and a little bit softer underfoot than the other On shoes. They haven't got the sort of Cloud Tech, the sort of traditional holes. And I think, yeah, that higher density of foam as opposed to just the holes is better for the feel underfoot. I absolutely love these though. So I did a deadly dozen in these because they're quite fast, they're stable, and I've done a load of long runs in these. They are just solid, like a solid shoe. I know they're marketed at like that slower, plus 4 hour marathon runner as like a race shoe. But yeah, I've been wearing these. If I ever feel like I want to go a bit faster but have stability, great shoe. If I want to go long running, great shoe, because the plate sort of helps the legs and the stability definitely helps. So yeah, really, really a big fan of these, and they look really cool as well. So give them a try if you're looking for like a tempo long run shoe with a bit of stability. And finally, for this category, ooh, we lost a shoe. We have got the Brooks Hyperion Max 3. Now, this shoe is a bit of a love-hate for me. I do pretty much all my sessions in it, and I don't know. It's not the most stable or supported shoe, I'll say that much. It's quite fun to run in. It's not the softest feeling shoe. It's okay, it's good, it's just, yeah. I don't love it, I don't hate it. It's comfortable. The thing, like the sock fit again, I'm not super keen on. I don't feel like you can get a good sort of lockdown in that, but all in all, solid shoe. I do like them. And I just remembered I did miss the New Balance Rebels. These are the I want to say V4. It's the one before whatever up to now. I think it's the V4. Yeah, really good lightweight shoe, no plate. If you want like a bit of a lightweight tempo sort of shoe, great option. Foam's nice and sort of soft, a little bit of responsiveness there. Cool looking shoe. Yeah, does what it says on the tin. They're a really good shoe. Yeah, recommend them. Last but definitely not least, race shoes. So we've got 5 pairs here, and we'll start with the oldest, which you can probably tell is these bad boys. These are the Adidas Adizero Adios Pros, the originals, the OGs. I got these when I shouldn't have got them. Basically, I didn't need a race shoe. God, they feel so hard. They've been really worn. I didn't know what race shoes were. I didn't know what carbon plates were. I just saw there was loads of hype around this new running shoe, and I was like, right, I want it. I spent too much money on it, and yeah. I wore it for every single run for a time as well, like easy runs, short runs. I didn't understand the concept of a racing shoe. Zero grip underneath. They had hardly any when I got them, and now they're like shiny, they reflect the sun. But yeah, there is a huge amount of nostalgic value associated with these. I do love them, and it sort of preempts the race shoes that I went for in the future as well. This is obviously, like I mentioned, the Adios Pro original, and I've got 2 more pairs of Adios Pro and another pair of Adidas race shoes as well. So we'll get onto those now. So we've got the Takumi Sen 10s. These are, I bought them to run on the track in. They are very, very sort of low stack, lightweight racing shoe, and I do really like them, I do. I just struggle to sort of get on with them. So I am a little bit heavier. I weigh like 83, 84 kilos. So when I'm wearing these, I do sort of feel every amount of ground that you can feel, which isn't always a bad thing. But yeah, if I wear these, I know about it the day after. My calves are screaming. So yeah, I love them, but they get limited wear in sort of the rotation. Next, we have got the Adidas Adios Pro 3s. These I waited a long time to get. I wanted them for ages, and I just didn't pull the trigger. But when I finally did, God, I absolutely love them, and I still love them, to be honest. There's still some wear in them, to be fair. I ran multiple 5K, 10K and half marathon PBs in these, and these were the racing shoe that got me into running. So obviously we've got some daily shoes that got me into it, but if there was a race shoe that really got me into it, it was these. I got them from a discounter, and this was the only colorway, so I just went with it, but grew to love them, and for nostalgia value, I absolutely love them now as well. And a great running shoe. I'd happily wear these now. I've done a few sessions in them now as well, and yeah, I love them for that as well, so great shoe. We have got the New Balance SC Elite V5. I was very kindly gifted these by Running Bear and New Balance, and they are such a great shoe. These are my 5K, 10K race shoes. Yeah, they're brilliant. They're really, really good. They feel great. They're not like the V4s. I tried them, I don't own a pair, but yeah, these are just great shoes. Really, really like them. Still wear them to this day. Upset at how dirty they are. I've tried to clean them properly so many times, but that happens when you're racing them. But yeah, great shoe. And then last but definitely not least, I would have to say my sort of pride of place running shoe is the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro 4s. So these shoes got me around my first marathon, which I ran last year, and that is the only race they've ever ran. They've only got about 35 miles in them, and yeah, I'm just saving them. I'll probably wear them at London this year, and just a great shoe. I love the look of them. I think they look so cool. See, just looking at them now, just love them. They're great. So yeah, as you can see, the progression from the original Pros, which once did look like that in terms of color, and then we went to the Pro 3s and the Pro 4s. So absolutely love these. Marathon shoe. If I was going to do a half marathon tomorrow, I'd wear these as well. So cannot fault them. Great feeling shoe, just a beautiful shoe. And to be fair, I don't know when the Pro 5 is due out, but if that's coming out before London Marathon and I can get my hands on a pair, I might just have to do that. So yes, ooh, there we go. So that is all of my running shoe collection. I will be adding to it. I don't need to, but I will. There's been a few pairs that aren't here that I've sold or returned for whatever reason. I had the new Speedgoat, didn't love it, didn't sort of get excited about it, so I returned it. And yeah, there's a few other pairs which have sort of just been retired that were a bit meh. that I'm not super bothered about. But yeah, so like I really want a pair of like Meta Speeds, so maybe they'll add to the collection soon. And there's a few other pairs. Whenever sort of a new exciting pair comes out, like the Mega Blast, like I'd like a pair of Mega Blasts as well. They're a shoe that I've worn a few times but never owned. So yeah, there's a few different shoes that I do want to add to the collection, but I understand that it's probably not super necessary. But yes, so that is my shoe review. Not shoe review, it's my shoe collection. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing shoe reviews in the future. And yeah, if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll see if I can give you an answer. But other than that, thank you very much and see you in the next video. Adidas SL2. I got these for about £60, which was an absolute steal. And they are okay. Again, the issue was I'd never tried Adidas shoes when I got these. I went like a size, maybe 2 sizes too small. But for the price and having Lightstrike Pro in, really good shoe. And the grip's decent as well. Overall, for the price, good shoe, but they were just too small for me. So yeah, I could probably sort of pass these on now. Next is the Saucony Triumph. Which Triumphs are these? 21. I don't love them. They're a heavy feeling shoe. And they've got a really high arch. So these were a blind buy, effectively. I got these online. And I did probably about 250 miles in them when the Nova Blast first retired and I'd tried the Cliftons, but yeah, they just weren't amazing. I don't love them. I never get drawn to wear them, even though there is a little bit of life left in them. Pretty cool looking shoe, which is part of the reason I got them. But yeah, Saucony as a brand I like, it's just these didn't work for me.